Hello, my name is Nicole Key. I'm an music industry professional. I've been doing it for about 5 years. I got into this business to protect artists. My little girl was getting into the business and I wanted to make sure that she was protected and I wouldn't be scammed out of my money. So I started learning the business. Long story short, I'm a strong advocate, a fierce advocate for artists. I don't like them being done wrong. I don't like their music being stolen. And for that reason, I'm in the position I am now where I'm helping legendary hip-hop artists such as Two Live Crew, Arabian Prince, the DOC, Worldwide Wrecking Crew, Rodney O. I'm helping these artists obtain the music rights, at the same time maximizing the music rights, their royalties, and making sure that they have ownership. That's what I do. And I make sure that they are paid as they should be, and I make sure that any copyright infringements, I'm known as a beast, a pit bull, savage, they call me. I'm a fierce advocate. I've never worked for a record label, don't plan on it, because people that inspire to be working with these record labels, they end up bending, doing favors on behalf of their client or their artist, and so they can look good to the record label. So I'm not about it, just pay my artists. That's what I'm about. So that's what I got into this business for. I fell into it, and it wasn't like I inspired to be in it. So my daughter, business, here I am, mother bear. That being said, I'm kind of upset right now because I don't like snakes. I don't like thieves. I don't like people being lied to or manipulated, and that's why I'm against all the people that are taking from artists. That being said, unfortunately, it's now a time where I see artists trying to manipulate their fans, manipulate artists coming up underneath them, trying to act like there's something they're not. And the sad fact, it's happening within my community. Now, when I first started, I was helping a lot of the hip-hop artists, like Two Live Crew, Rodney O, and majority of them are from the Black community. And I was like, I would like to help my own. So I started searching out Mexican or Latino artists that I could assist. And with that, I came across Bozo. I came across Darren Vegas from Death Row. He was a producer for Death Row. I came across 50 Blue. I came across Sad Boy Loco. Came across Misfit. So these are the artists that I reached out to help. Just because I wanted to make sure that our people had their shit correct. Because I've been helping other artists, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I want to help my own. So I did that. Now, sad thing is I'm now here at this point because I like to keep my head down working. I'd rather be working, getting shit done for my artists right now, rather than this having to confront this nonsense about, because men talking out of their neck. I'm from Southeast Los Angeles, born and raised, Downey to be exact. I know the neighborhood business. I know how the streets are ran. I know how the prison is, how it is in the game, the program in prison too. My ex-husband was a YA baby, prison institutionalized to the max. You want to talk about institutionalized? That's my ex-husband. He's a YA baby, likes to set shit off. He knows how to program. He taught me how to program. He fucking pretty much stabbed me, and I kept my mouth shut. And I mean, I know the business. You want to talk about neighborhood shit? I know what a righteous motherfucker is. So that being said, when I approach certain people, I expected them to act accordingly. And if they're saying about something, I expected them to be about something, or at least stand on their own 10. That being said, I gave everyone the benefit of the doubt, understanding this is an industry, it's a business, it's a professional area. So, back to what my whole purpose was. I reached out to some of these artists in my community, Bozo being one, after what I saw, what he did on, we call it No Jumper. I wanted to get behind him, help him set himself up right. I did that. He's from Pico Rivera. His big homies they know me well. And so I was like, okay, I want to help the homie out. So I went to his house. His wife, beautiful woman inside out. That's a righteous lady. She was cooking dinner. She was taking care of the kids. She she served me, and she sat there listening attentively as I was teaching and telling them how they can maximize and be able to collect all his earnings from his music. I broke bread with them. And when I break bread with someone or they let me into their home, I take that very, very seriously. Now, also, when I work with artists, I take it very seriously because I go to bat for you. I'm going to fight for you. I'm going to do what I can to make sure this is your generational wealth. They know that. He knew that. Bozo knew that. And I told them, when I start collecting, people are going to start crying. When I start telling people what they need to do to get their stuff to get you paid, they're going to start bitching and complaining. Now, I need you to know that I'm looking out for your interests, and so I need you to have them to deal with me because I'm just trying to get it done. It's no bad intention. I do it respectfully. I'm just trying to handle your business the way it needs to be handled. He said he got it. Like I said, I'm a fierce advocate. So he was one person that I went to. Another person was Darren Vegas. He's a death row producer. He's half Mexican, half white. Same situation. I want to help my people out. I want to make sure he's maximizing his earnings, set up correctly. Same situation. I got them both to work with me. I'm working on both their behalfs. And as I'm working with Darren Vegas, I had to do some collecting. And this is where all the fuckery comes in. And this is sad that I even have to do this. The so-called Mexican and Hispanic or Latino or Chicano, whatever, these men, plain and simple, are acting like little girls, saying there's something or trying to be something about something that they're not. Because when it comes down to it, because I've experienced it, they're not about shit. Bozo, for instance, and King Lil G. So let me just break it down for you how this actually went down. I found out that King Lil G didn't correctly register the song like he said he was going to register to Darren Vegas. He didn't put the splits in correctly. So Darren Vegas connected me to King Lil G. We thought it was a simple little overlook. I hit up King Lil G. I'm like, hey, by the way, your people didn't put the splits in right. Can we fix it? He's like, oh yeah, my bad. I'll get them to fix it. Da 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 da. Like, oh, by the way, your sound exchange. They're collecting from it. I gave him some little tips. I told him about the YouTube share split royalties. He was, oh, I didn't know you could do that. I told him about it. So for him to act like he knows about registration, don't trust that fool. He's just trying to come up off on his people. He's just trying to come up for making you guys do a seminar so he could get paid when he really don't even have his shit correct and he's stealing from his own. So like I said, he said he was going to fix the splits. And so I hit him up again. I said, okay, thanks for wanting to fix the splits, but going forward, can we set up a payout? Because you've been collecting on this song for the last 4 years. That means you've been paid my clients half for the last 4 years. I'm just trying to collect on that. So the total is, give him the amount. Before I give him the amount, first I just want to hit him up. Hey, can you connect me to the person that handles your business? No response. Hit him up twice that day. No response. The next day, I hit him up again. And he came at me yelling, huffing and puffing. Who do you think you are? Who do you think? Who are you? And I daren't introduce you to me yesterday. We were fine yesterday. You're mad now because I'm telling you that you owe on something you stole? Well, I don't understand. But I didn't say that. I go, I'm just trying to collect the money that you collected on Darren's behalf. There's an amount owed, and I want to know how we could get that paid going forward. And he told me, this is what King Lil G did, the person that wants to unify the community, the person that cares about his people so much. This is what he told me, a Mexican woman that's trying to make a living for her kids and was looking out for her own. This is what he tells me. What do you say? He goes, get the words correctly. You better stop before I get my homegirls to put hands on you. So my initial response is, you little bitch. He hangs up on me and he blocks me. This man trying to put hands on me because I just asking him to pay what he owed after 4 years of not paying. And this is after I helped him, gave him some tips about the collection that he so-called claims he already knows or knew or wants to get people to get him money so he could teach them when he doesn't. He's been stealing from his own people by not registering the songs right. He tells me he's going to put hands on me. So I'm like, I'm the only thing my kids have. You're going to put hands on me for what? Collecting? I didn't disrespect you. I didn't call your name. I'm just being persistent, trying to get my client paid. And you're going to yell at me, huff and puff, and then say you're about something, and then now you're going to put hands on me? So before I can even soak this in, I get a call from Bozo. Okay, I'm like, pick it up. Hey, what's up? He's like, hey, did you call Bozo? Did you call King Lil G a bitch? First off, Bozo's calling me about another man's transaction. Violation number 1. Second off, he's snapping at me about me calling a man a bitch, but he doesn't even know why I did it. Shouldn't he give me the benefit of the doubt, asking me, hey, what happened? Or instead of coming at me all crazy about me calling a man out of name, because if I call someone out of name, it's because it's a reason, because I don't do that often. So I told him, I go, first off, why don't you ask me before you tell me and snap at me about what I did and whatnot? Did he tell you that he threatened to put his hands on me? Or his homegirl's hands on me? He threatened to hurt me? Did he let you know that before he came crying to you about me calling him a bitch? But you're going to call me trying to defend a man crying to you about a female calling him a bitch? You're going to come at me like that? You got me fucked up. Really fucked up. Then Darren calls me, the other guy that I was collecting for on his behalf, calls me up telling me I called him a bitch. I go, did he tell you he threatened me? So I have these men crying to me because this little man over here, little King Lil G, is huffing and puffing about me calling him a bitch. But he fails to let them know that he threatened to put hands on me. He leaves that out completely. So Darren says, let's give him to the end of the week. He apologized to me. I go, well, he didn't apologize to me. And then Bozo wants to tell, I go, well, now that Bozo's involved, I go, okay, now Bozo, now that you're involved, since he brought you into this, and King Lil G brought you into this, you need to decide if you're going to come correct with me, or you're going to stand by him and not check him for threatening me. Because I didn't bring you into this. So I need to know if you're going to, I don't feel protected now. I don't feel like you're coming at me like I did something wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. You came on another man's transaction, defending a man crying to you about me calling him a bitch, but he didn't tell you he was going to put hands on me. And I'm just trying to get you paid. In fact, I got Bozo's publishing all situated. I got him to maximize all his earnings, and I had set him up, and he still owes me money. So let's talk about the community here, okay? So he goes, I don't want to get involved. I'm going through a lot. I don't want to get involved. Well, why didn't you tell that to King Lil G when he hit you up telling you, crying about a female calling him a bitch? Why'd you tell him you don't want to get involved then? Now you tell me you don't want to get involved. You're going through so much right now. You don't want to get involved. But then you want to talk about all this integrity and what you're about. And you guys are full of shit. And then King Lil G over here, all upset because I want to collect the money that he owes my client. A Mexican that he owes and taking from. But they're about unity, right? They're about unity. Okay, sure. So anyway, at the end of the week, I follow through and hit King Lil G. Hey, by the way, this is the amount you owe. Can we set up some payment arrangements? Again, he went crying to Darren. They get on a 3-way call with me, and King Lil G's telling me, why am I coming at him like a man? I'm telling him, why don't you pay your bills like a man? I'm just trying to get my client paid. Why can't you pay it? I don't understand. It's under $10,000. Why can't you just pay it? It makes no sense to me. And you still haven't fixed the splits like you said you were. So what's the deal here? Are you planning on doing it, or you just continue to rob your people? I don't understand. And then you haven't even apologized to me for trying to saying that you're gonna put hands on me. I take that seriously. Like I said, I'm from the street. You're gonna put hands on me. We're gonna handle this. Do it then. Do it. He's huffing and puffing. He wants to deny the fact that he even said that. And I know he did. And he's like trying to work around it and trying to talk in circles to get out of paying my client. My client ended up bowing down and give him a pass. And I'm like, look, I can't work for you if the people that I'm collecting from, you're going to let not pay you. That's why you hired me. So I can't eat if you're doing that. So I'm not going to work for you. So I hit up King Lil G with another number because he blocked the other number. And I told them, I cut Bozo and I cut Darren. I go, now who are you going to hide behind, bitch? You owe me an apology. And I'm not stopping until I get my apology. All of a sudden, now that he's out of a debt with my client, he's like, I'm sorry, miss. I didn't know I didn't mean to offend you. I apologize. I hope you have a better day. So his main thing was trying to get out of paying money. So his thing is like LeBron, crying until you get out of it. He's a bitch. Bozo's a bitch. All these men are bitches, as far as I'm concerned. The only one that actually wanted to do something, and God bless his soul, was Swifty Blue. When I told him, and I called him to vent, I forgot I was talking. It just caught me off guard. I had Swifty with another client of mine, and I was working with him too. I go, this fool did. He said, who did that? What happened? And I'm like, oh. And I kind of like caught myself because I didn't want it to start a whole feud. But he respected my wishes and kept it in-house. He was the only one that was willing to go check motherfucker. Say, who did what? He did what? So, first off, Swifty could have used this against Bozo this whole time. Saying that, oh, he talks about putting hands on a Mexican woman that's collecting on his behalf. I mean, he doesn't want to protect someone that he has working on his behalf to collect for his money for him and his kids. Let someone call me a bitch and threaten to, let someone threaten to put hands on me and defends a man because I called him a bitch for it. And then yet he wants to talk about his community and he's about the Rasta and he's about the program and he's about no righteous motherfucker from that was been in prison would let another man threaten a female and call her and then cry about it, her calling him a bitch. No homie I know. In fact, they would have checked him. Hey homie, you can't be doing that shit. What the fuck's wrong with you? The homegirl's trying to do her job and you're fucking calling her, trying to threaten her like that. She has 2 kids. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Pay your bills. That's what should have been said. Or how about don't get me involved? That's not my issue. Don't be kind to me. Handle your own shit like a man. That should have been said. But none of that was been said. They all came out and attacked me when I'm working on their behalf. So Bozo's little issue with Swifty Blue is, and he told me this, he's mad at Swifty Blue because when he first met Swifty Blue didn't pretty much want to kiss his ring because Bozo was trying to school him. Well, Swifty Blue doesn't need schooling. He has an older brother that schooled him himself. So when Bozo was trying to tell him what he should do, work out and all this whatnot nonsense, like he's somebody to listen to, Swifty's like, yeah, whatever, and he didn't pay no mind to him. Bozo got in his feelings, all mad because the little youngsters ain't bowing down to him, and now he came at him hard and hated on him. And because he knows how to talk, I call Bozo the Mexican Obama. He knows how to talk and knows how to dance and makes it sound good, but meanwhile, he ain't doing his people right. He ain't doing his people right at all. He still owes me money. How you gonna talk about being about something and then integrity and doing people right, but yeah, you're gonna yell at a female, come at a female, and not even protect the ones that are doing you right and letting a man threaten me. I'm sorry, I don't know any man would let another man threaten a female for doing her job, and then come and attack and defend him because the female called him a bitch. All of it's fucking shady. It's fucking annoying. Swifty Blue's the only one that was righteous throughout this whole thing. Didn't say shit. Didn't come out, bring up my shit to Bozo. Swifty Blue, I mean, Bozo needs to keep his name out of his mouth, plain and simple. In fact, the reason why Bozo, pay me. You owe me money. Bring up the contract. You haven't paid what you owed. King Lil G, paid Aaron. No one do business with King Lil G because obviously he doesn't know how to do the splits right because he's not paying people the way they should. So don't do no classes with King Lil G because if I had a school him, he obviously don't know nothing. If he's crying about a female calling him a bitch after he threatens her, then can you imagine what he'll do to his own people if he's doing that to a female? I mean, the artist. He just wants to come up on you guys. Don't let him near your shit. These Mexican rappers that are acting like they're about somebody, they're cowards. They're cowards. Both King Lil G and Bozo blocked me. Ask him about that. Ask King Lil G. Did you threaten to put hands on her? Ask Bozo. Did you call her defending a man because she called him a bitch because he threatened her? Ask them those things. Hey, and ask him, hey Bozo, did Nicole set you up on getting your shit together and doing it right? Hey, Swifty, are you the one that wanted to help Nicole out and you kept your mouth shut because you're a righteous motherfucker and didn't do anything? You didn't put it out on blast and make Bozo look like the punk that he is because, you're respectful like that? Yeah, that's what he did. He kept his mouth shut. He held his own. While everyone's coming at him, telling him he's a punk and all this stuff. Bozo's a punk. Bozo's a punk. Swifty Blue's been a righteous motherfucker. Sad Boy Loco's been a righteous motherfucker. Bozo and King Lil G ain't shit. And I said it here. And good luck to them. Really good luck to them, because the way they're doing business, it's going to catch up to you.